Hey everyone, this is Chef April again with Cultivate, and we are here partnering with HealthLinc, and welcome back for another cooking demonstration. So today the recipe we're going to be doing is Santa Fe chicken. So in your recipe packet that you would have received, you can go ahead and get all your ingredients out. I actually have mine kind of already mise en placed. And so mise en place is just basically everything is in its place, and that's really like culinary 101. So mise en place is getting your diced peppers ready. So in our last video we actually cut apart a pepper and we diced it, so those are all ready for this recipe. We have our cheddar cheese here ready. We have our chicken breast. If you're doing for multiple family members, you can do of course more than one. Then we have our fresh garlic. And then we have black pepper, which we're gonna season that chicken breast with. And we have Mrs. Dash. We have some black beans. And then of course the cheese, which we're gonna top it later. So let's go ahead, and if you have your recipe book, we are gonna do the Santa Fe chicken. So I'm gonna try to read along with you just to kind of keep you in step with it. But just after we get the chicken in and going, we are gonna take a little bit of a break, so that will get you time to either clean up or kind of catch up with us. But then we will come back and we'll just kind of resume with the cooking process, okay? So first off, we want to get our chicken seasoned. So we're going to take our little chicken breast here. We're going to take some Mrs. Dash, which is a salt-free, low sodium, of course. So we're going to season them up. And then I have black pepper as well. And I always like to rub it in, really kind of swish it in there, get that seasoning good. Do both sides, press it down, okay? Next, this is gonna be my range for the cooking demos. So we have our pan, it's been nice and hot, but I wanna add some oil to it. It's brand new, can you tell? Hopefully you took your cover off when you got it in your pack. So we're gonna go ahead and add a little oil, just enough to kind of put it on the bottom. And as you can see, mine's gonna be really hot. But that's okay, because at first what we wanna do is we actually wanna sear that chicken breast. And so when you hear that, when it hits the pan, that's really what you want, because it's actually locking in those juices, and it's gonna create this really, really nice texture on your chicken. So if you heard that, hopefully you heard that. Hopefully you're doing that at your house. If you're not hearing that, then you don't have your temp high enough. You don't want to burn your items as well, so you can definitely turn it down too. The thing with protein, and any kind of protein, is once you lay it in your pan, then you just leave it. And you'll start to see like the cooking process kind of coming up around the sides of the protein, whatever you're cooking. So the fish or the chicken, whatever it is. And you're gonna start to see it start to cooking and changing colors around the edges. That's a good thing. But what you wanna do is let that just basically sear, because the longer you do that, maybe like about a minute or so on each side, then it's gonna create that really great texture, which is a mouthfeel that is really pleasant when you're eating. So, all right, I think we're good on this side. So we're gonna be careful, because if you have oil in there, you don't want to splatter yourself. So just be really nice and gentle when you're tossing it and turning it. So here we have a really gorgeous color that's on here. It's going to be like that caramel color. Now we're going to get that other color going on the other side. And before we actually go to the next step, which is adding the vegetables like the onion and the peppers, then we want to make sure our chicken breast is cooked. So temperature for a chicken is going to be 145. So you want to make sure when you probe it that it actually will come up to 145. And so you don't want to get anybody sick or anything. If it's pink when you cut into it, then that's definitely not done. You want to, if you have a microwave, you can always put it in the microwave for a few extra minutes, or just put it back in your pan and put the lid on and put it on low heat. And that will help kind of create that cooking and finish the inside. So it'll be about a minute, minute and a half on both sides. You can see here that the color is on both sides, getting nice and It's gonna have really good texture. It'll be nice and crispy. All right, so we're gonna break for just a moment. We're gonna let our chicken cook. I'm sure we're gonna let your chicken cook. You can go to the restroom, you can go grab a snack, grab a glass of wine, whatever you like, and then we'll be back in just a moment. Hey everyone, welcome back. All right, so your chicken should be done, if not done already. And what we're gonna do now is add some garlic. And you would have had in your little package, in your box of ingredients, fresh garlic bulb. And so a bulb is basically, it's the one that grows from the garden. It has the root piece of it. And so they grow in the garden just like this. And so a bulb is gonna have multiple cloves of garlic. So if you read a recipe and it's like, oh, I wanna have, or it says, 6 cloves. You don't wanna do 6 of these and cut them up and put it in. You totally can if you love garlic, totally can. But otherwise it's just gonna be like the single pieces. So you're gonna break it apart and you're just gonna grab it. Grab one of them. So you're just gonna use 3 of them for this one. And to open up a garlic, you're gonna lay it down and you're gonna actually use your knife, unless you have one of those fancy little garlic presses. But otherwise your knife again is gonna come in handy. So you're gonna take your knife and use it flat. You can see me here. And you're gonna smash it with the palm of your hand. So there, you'll see the skin, that hard part, is gonna just basically fall right off. It makes it really easy to kind of clean your garlic. So there's that one. And if you like the smell of garlic, you're gonna have it all over your hands. So there you go. And number 3. Okay, so now you're gonna take your garlic and you're gonna use your knife skills again. Make sure that your knife is up against the knuckles in your hand, and you're just gonna make some chops against that garlic. And you're gonna do a small dice, and where it's gonna be really little to go into your pan, because you don't really wanna bite into a large chunk of garlic. So you're gonna chop it up. Okay, when you get it to the size that is nice for your palate, you can go ahead and we're gonna put it in the pan. Now garlic is the best smell. It can be the best smell in the kitchen, but it can also be the worst smell, especially if you burn it. So try not to burn your garlic. If you have to turn your heat down just a little bit, you can definitely do that. But it's gonna just kind of dance in the oil right now. We're also gonna add in the peppers that you prepped. And I mixed that already with the onion. So I have peppers and onion. So we're gonna add those as well. And we wanna get that nice and sauteed. Now, if your chicken is done, to get a better saute, what I want you to do is, if you have a plate handy, we're actually gonna take that out. After you added in your vegetables, we're gonna take that out and just put it on a little plate and just set it off to your side. You can turn your heat up and it will just start sauteing all those vegetables in that oil with that garlic and the onion. It'll make a really, really great flavor here. And then it has the chicken juice in there as well. So this is really like a one-pot meal. So this will be really great for your family. Lots of great vegetables, lots of antioxidants, especially in that red pepper and in the onion. All right, so you want to preferably go probably about a minute or so just to get those veggies nice and soft, to take out the rawness, the flavor of them. So especially in the onion and then in the garlic, you want all that to really kind of soften up. So I have a nice sizzle going on right now, and I'm going to go ahead and add the can of black beans. And you'll want to make sure that when you open the can, make sure you drain it. You don't want to just add in a bunch of liquid. It'll turn your whole dish black. So go ahead and you can drain it, and then we're going to mix this all up. It's a really, really pretty dish. I don't know if you can see it here. I'm sure yours looks the same. Okay, so following in your recipe, we have done the garlic and the onion. We're gonna let that go for a little bit. We've added the black beans again. Now we're gonna reduce it, and we're gonna add, actually add that chicken that's been resting. We're gonna add that back into the pot. We're gonna add some cheese over the top. And then basically you can call everyone to the dinner table, have the kids set the table, whatever it is, and you're about ready to eat. Give this one more quick little stir. We're gonna add in our chicken. We just, again, have the one. Get that nice and covered so that all those vegetables and all those flavors can really dance together. Then we're gonna add in our cheddar cheese. Nice. You can put as much cheese as you want on it, right? To each their own on the cheese. And then this is my cover. I just have my pan. So I'm gonna turn it up just a little bit, and we're gonna cover it. And that is just basically to melt that cheese and to get that nice and ready. And then you can serve it with your family. So we'll take it off here. I'm sure yours looks like delicious, just like ours does. We're gonna get that cheese to melt, and you'll have a delicious Santa Fe chicken. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and hope you enjoy your meal. Bon appetit.